Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai Satcharitra, an Insight. Episode 243. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our Sadguru Sai. By the divine grace of Sai, an attempt has been made to translate the gist of the divine discourse of Sri Ramanathan brother telecasted in Sai TV. This is purely done to share the glory of Sai and his divine teachings with more insight to the aspirants. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dear devotees, in the previous episode, we listened to the assertions of Sri Sai Maharaj to Kaka Mahajani and his friend related to offering dakshana with detached mind. Let us continue to listen to the OV written by Sri Hemat Panji in this connection. He says, if you have not offered wealth, then you cannot receive it, which means no one gets wealth if they haven't offered it earlier. Through this OV, Hemat Panji is recalling an incident from Ramayana. When Lord Rama and Goddess Sita were living separately, Lord Rama performed many yajnas and penance. Shastras proclaim that a sacrificial ritual must be performed by a person accompanied by his wife, and when performed in this manner will bestow the grace of the Lord. To adhere to the rituals, Lord Rama got the image of Goddess Sita carved out of gold, placed it next to him, then performed all the yajnas. Scriptures proclaim that performing yajnas was the only means to attain God for the yuga in which Lord Vishnu took the avatar of Lord Rama. So, he was under the compulsion to perform yajnas, hence he got the image of the goddess carved. And after the yajna was completed, he would give away the golden statue of the goddess as a gift to the priest that conducted the yajna. For each yugas, different practices are prescribed. Thus, in the incarnation as Lord Rama, Lord Vishnu gave away many statues of women as donation. Hence, when he took the incarnation as Lord Krishna, they all came back to him, and he had to marry all of them. This incident testifies to the fact that a person is qualified to receive only when he has given it earlier. This is the law of karma. Let us also listen to one of the dohes of Sant Kabir that reflects the same thought. Kanchan diya karne, Draupadi diya jheer, jo rota so paaye, haise kahe Kabir. Its commentary. Karna donated gold. Draupadi tore the headpiece of her sari and gave a bit of it to Lord Krishna. As they gave these, they got back those in ample. Let's try to ponder deeply on this. Karna is well known for his charity. His munificent gesture is praised by one and all. There is a fable related to his generosity. After his death, he reached the heaven, and there he was starving of hunger and thirst. A man who has been a giver always is now suffering for want of food and water. He was thoughtful about his situation, and at that moment the Lord spoke to him thus, "Keep your index finger in your mouth." He followed the instructions, and immediately his hunger and thirst got satiated. Karna was puzzled and wondered. Being in heaven, one should not get hungry and thirsty. But why is he experiencing these sensory wants? Because bodily wants will not arise in heaven. That being the case, why did he feel otherwise? He was told that though he has done all kinds of charity, he has never given food as charity. Since he never donated food as a repercussion of it, now in heaven he is feeling hungry and thirsty. Immediately Karna asked, "Then why I was prompted to place my index finger in my mouth, and how did that satiate my hunger and thirst?" The response was, when a Brahmin came to you asking for food, you used your index finger to point out the location where the food was donated and directed that person to go to that spot and get his hunger and thirst get satiated. So that good merit was in store for you in that finger, and the effect of which was enjoyed by you now. At that moment, Karna regretted not having donated any food during his lifetime. This story is illustrated to restate the truth that one does not deserve to enjoy any comforts in life unless he has given it already. Going back to Sant Kabir's Dohe, the import of the verse is, Karna did charity in the form of gold, hence he got all comforts and led a prosperous life. But as he never donated any food, he had to starve in heaven. Let's contemplate the other part of this Dohe. Once Lord Krishna got injured in hand, and immediately Draupadi ripped a bit from the headpiece of her sari and bandaged the wound of the Lord. This kind act of hers was remembered and appreciated by the Lord at the most appropriate time by providing her the sari when Duryodhana ordered to bring Draupadi to the hall where they played the dice game and disrobe her sari in the hall of chamber. The omniscient Lord created a situation for Draupadi to give a piece of her sari to him by getting injured so that in future he could provide the same in bales to honor her dignity in the chamber. But none can grasp the implication of all these events until the Lord completes his divine sport. At this juncture, we need to recall the reason for Sri Sai Maharaj to collect dakshana from various devotees as it is their debt. Listeners might wonder why the term debt is used in this context. It's because if Sri Sai Baba stretches his palm and asks for dakshana from a devotee, then it is the money due by them to the Lord and is now collected by Sri Sai Maharaj. But the onlookers might not be able to contemplate the reason and would think that Sri Sai Baba asks money from the devotees and visitors, just like how Lord Krishna expected Draupadi to provide a piece of cloth to wrap his wound to give the same in return in the future. Similarly, Sri Sai Baba collected dakshana from his devotees. The translation of Sant Kabir's Dohe in Tamil. இணையாம் குண்டலங்கள் ஈந்தான் குந்தி மகன் இணையில்லா திரௌபதியும் ஈந்தாள் முந்திதனையே வினையை விதைப்பவன் வினையறுப்பான் தினையை விதைத்தான் தினையறுப்பான். So to conclude, unless one had given it earlier, cannot get it in return. Sri Sai Maharaj asserts the one who gives money as dakshana is sowing seed for a rich harvest in the future. These assertions and dohe testify that Sri Sai Baba collects dakshana for the benefit of the devotee. Following this, let's listen to the miracle of Sri Sai related solving the insomnia case of a Bandra devotee. A person belonging to the Kayastha Prabhu caste was a resident of Bandra, was very affluent but was not happy as he suffered from insomnia. He had a peculiar issue. He would go to sleep as soon as he lay down on the bed, but the moment he slept, his departed father appeared in his dream, recalled the bitter incidences that happened in the family, and began to curse and scold him severely. This made him upset the whole night. This happened every night. He didn't know how to get rid of this issue. Day and night he felt restless owing to the tormenting dreams. One day he consulted a friend that happened to be a devotee of Sri Sai Maharaj. He said the Udi of Sri Sai Baba is the most powerful one and is a remedy for all kinds of issues. The friend gave him some Udi and asked him to apply it on his forehead before going to bed and keep the Udi packet under his pillow. He also said that the efficacy of the Udi can be experienced completely by a person that applies it with complete faith and devotion. He followed the advice of his friend and he got a sound sleep without any disturbance. He continued this practice remembering Sri Sai Maharaj. All these days he couldn't focus on his work owing to the restlessness of the mind. But now no more sleeplessness or taunting dreams. His devotion and faith to Sri Sai Maharaj increased in multifold. In fact, he has never had darshan of Sri Sai Baba. He got a picture of Sri Sai Baba, hung it on the wall next to his bed, worshipped it daily, and on Thursdays offered garland and naivedya. Thus, the Bandra Kayastha Prabhu turned to be the greatest devotee of Sri Sai Baba. To get rid of bad or scary dreams, it is advised to chant the 99th sloka from Sri Vishnu Sahasranama that goes thus. Uttarano dushkritiha punyo dukshvapana nashanaha viraha rakshana santo jivana paryavastitaha. The term dushvapna nashanaha means when one adores and meditates upon Lord Vishnu, he saves them from dreams foreboding danger. And the holy ashes of Sri Sai Maharaj also served the same purpose to this Bandra person. In continuation to this, Hemat Panji narrates about one of the most ardent devotees of Sri Sai Baba by named Balaji Patel Nevaskar. He rendered remarkable and disinterested service. He has been serving Sri Sai Maharaj from a very young age. He moved to Shirdi from a place known as Nevasa to serve Sri Sai Maharaj and remained in Shirdi forever. Nevasa was almost 44 kilometers away from Shirdi. Every day he swept and kept clean all the passages and streets in Shirdi through which Baba passed in his daily routine. His parents were extremely worried about him and thought that their son, instead of stepping into family life, is spending all his time serving an avliya. Hence, they requested Sri Sai Baba to send him along with them to get married and lead a family life. Accordingly, Sri Sai Baba blessed him and sent him along with his parents. His devotion towards Sri Sai Baba was unparalleled. He completely surrendered his life at the feet of Sri Sai Maharaj. The miracles that were transpired by Sri Sai Baba in the later part of his life is evidence to this fact. Now, as ordained by Sri Sai Maharaj, Balaji Patel Nevaskar went to Nevas, got married with the blessings of Sri Sai Baba. He was engaged in farming. When Balaji harvested his corn every year, he loaded them in carts and brought the entire produce to Shirdi, traveling almost 44 kilometers, and will halt his carts in front of Dwarakamai and offered all of them to Sri Sai Baba by spreading them on the floor of the Sabha Mandap in heaps and humbly say, Baba, you are the owner of all this. Please take all of them. Sri Sai Baba would bless the crops and as a mark of accepting the dakshina offered by Nevaskar, will take a small quantity of the produce and advise him to take the remaining produce and lead a prosperous life. This practice was followed by him for many years, and after his passing away, his son continued this ritual by offering a bag of produce to Sri Sai Maharaj, unlike his father bringing the entire produce to Shirdi. Sri Sai Baba bestowed his immense grace upon Balaji Patel Nevaskar and his family, and we shall listen to those astounding leelas in the coming episode. Bo to Sri Sai, peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.